Well, all right, you decided to join me and learn a little bit about mental health in men. This is the first podcast, and it's called The Conversation Most Men Never Have. I want to start with a question to all my men out there. How are you really doing? I'm going to ask that again. How are you really doing? What if I told you that some of the strongest men you know are fighting battles that nobody can see? The guy who never complains, the father who always provides, the husband who carries everyone else's problems, even the friend who says, "I'm good," every time you ask. But what happens when the man everyone depends on has nobody to depend on? Welcome to the podcast. This isn't about weakness. This isn't about blaming anyone. This is about having a conversation that most men never taught to have. Because somewhere along the way, many of us learn how to walk, work harder, provide more, stay strong, and push through any pain that we have. But we never learn how to talk about what's happening inside. If you ever felt pressure to keep it together, if you ever struggled in silence, if you ever felt alone while surrounded by people, this podcast is for you. Today I want to start with a simple question. How are you doing? And not the answer you give your coworkers, not the answer you give your family, the real answer. Why do men stay silent? It's the ultimate question. I think it's deep-rooted. Like, when did we learn that asking for help was a weakness? Was it like back in the day in the movies and what people say? Dad's always telling them to toughen up. Don't cry. Don't ask for help. Do everything yourself. Da, da, da. Was it that? Or, personally, was it a kid learning from asking for help as a young child consistently and not getting their needs met consistently, to where they came up with the presumption that I shouldn't be asked for help, I gotta go get it myself. Which, in the end of the day, silence the kid, which grows up and ends up silencing the man. Then we go through the life pressures as providers, protectors, problem solvers, and we get told that we gotta be strong. What does being strong truly mean, though? Many men are taught from a young age, be strong, don't complain, handle your problems, push through all pain. While strength is important, many men were never taught what to do with stress. We're never taught to do what to do with grief. We're never taught how to handle fear. We're never taught how to feel correctly the disappointment, emotional pain. Nope, they were never taught that. So, just like everybody else, they use anger to shield all of those. And truly, you're not angry, you're disappointed. And truly, you're not angry, you're suffering grief. And truly, you're not angry, you're just stressed out. So what do? Besides of choosing anger, they become isolated, they become numb, they lose hope. And that's when you see the man just walking down the street like Terminator, on his mission, no emotions, just doing what he got to do. But that's what we're here to talk about. And I know I touched upon some things that hit home that some of the men out there can relate to. The goal of this podcast is to create a place where those conversations can happen openly. And I hope that more people tune in, have these conversations, and open up. The hidden weight men carry. Some of the hidden weight that men carry: 1, financial pressure. Oh, we're having a baby. Oh, I need to get a better job. This job ain't cutting it. Social status. This car I got, I'm driving a Ford Focus, one rim rusted. I got 4 kids. The car seat can't fit in. Financial pressure, I gotta get a better car. I gotta hold the job and make sure I get to the job. Because if I miss the job, the bills are gonna flood. And I got my kids, I got her, I got family, I got mom, I got all those pressures to pay these bills. That's a hidden weight. Men aren't just going around crying and telling people, why do I gotta pay my bills? I don't wanna pay this month. No. We just handle it, do what we gotta do, and get it done. Talk about another hidden weight, relationship struggles. If a man ain't getting his needs met, if a man ain't getting true love, what do he look like saying, I need a hug today? Why you ain't hug me? What is he gonna get called? Yes, weak. So he learns to just hide it. I'll be all right. I don't need a hug. I haven't got a hug since 2 birthdays ago, but I'll be all right. Another hidden weight men carry, fatherhood. You mean to tell me I never had a father in my life? I never seen a man love a woman the correct way, besides on movies. But I'm expected to be the best father? Not even that I'm expected. Whether the man is expected to or not, even if he wants to, that makes the pressure even harder to be the best father you could be. Drives some men right out the door. Just the thought of it. I remember being so happy hearing that I was having a kid. I was so happy at first. Because I'm like, oh, yes, I could be the dad that I never had. Until a couple days, I'm like, yo, hold up. It ain't all fun and games, dad. No. I got to provide. I got to go get this. I got to get that. I don't have a big support system. I got to get it on my own. If I throw a baby shower, people going to come, are they going to provide? They're going to help? I can't wait on nobody. Nobody helped me get here, so I know nobody's going to help me. Pressure. Get it done, father. Let's look another hidden weight. Career expectations. As a man, you can't just work at no garage, no pizza shop, no fast food restaurant, and expect to provide for your loved ones and your family the best you can. No. You gotta level up. So the pressures of leveling up and dealing with wherever you're at right now. Yes, I'm flipping burgers right now, but I promise you I'm gonna be a businessman in a high rise. That pressure and that thought would drive a man straight out the door, wanting to forget all his responsibilities, and then you got some strong men that don't. They just buckle down and do it. Another hidden weight on men that we need to talk about is loneliness. A man usually is not allowed to say that he's feeling lonely. Whether it's loneliness from a partner, a spouse, whether it's loneliness from the friends, the guys, the bonding, the brotherhood moments, whether it's loneliness from coming home after a long day of work into a house that you pay the bills and you provide for to nobody. Or having something amazing happen to you and having no one to share it with, no one to call. Those hit home. Those dig deep. Those are hidden weight that men carry that we cannot acknowledge, we cannot express or talk about because of society's obligations and expectations that they put on us. And all that, if you want to put all that in an umbrella, you can say the most hidden weight a man carries, the most heaviest weight a man carries, is the fear of failure. No man wants to be a failure. No one wants to feel less than, that he's not a provider, that he's not a go-getter, that he's not a good-looking and attractive. All that. The fear of failure can drive a man straight out the door. A man can't even, he don't even have to fail yet. The thought and the mindset will drive a man straight out the door. Like I said before, financial pressures. If a man don't think he can financially uphold his end of the bargain, some men run, some men leave. Some men go a little crazy while they're trying to figure it out. The failure of the father, come on now. That has to hit home. That's why some men right now are going through what they're going through, because their fathers or their father figures in their life couldn't deal with being a failure, so they just left right out the door. It's deep. It's deep. Have you ever felt exhausted from carrying responsibilities alone? To where you're like, I just wish somebody will help me through this. And then you hear yourself say that and realize, I could never say that again, or I could never tell somebody that. I got to handle that on my own. These are hidden weights that men carry. And I only touched upon a few. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you out there that can relate to everything I just said. You probably have stories to share. Hidden weight men carry. Let's do better. Let's open up. Let's start sharing the weight that we're carrying. Because sometimes what I realize, we don't have to carry that weight alone. We're choosing to, based off of society standards and like our past traumas and what we thought. Let's change the cycle. Let's open up. In upcoming episodes, we're going to talk more about why men struggle to ask for help, anxiety and stress in everyday life, fatherhood, emotional health, relationship communication, the hidden effects of loneliness, confidence versus insecurity, purpose, identity, and meaning. Real stories from men who have overcome challenges. That's going to be my favorite part. So if you're one of those men who want to share, feel free to inbox me, call me, text me, get in touch with me so we can share stories with each other, open up, and teach men that we are important and we can ask for help and we can be vulnerable. In closing, if today's episode connected with you, just know you're not alone. Share this episode with your friends, brother, father, son, any man who might need to hear it. And before our next episode, ask yourself one question. What am I carrying that I've never talked about? We'll continue this conversation next time. Until then, thank you for listening.